3 weeks ago where we had the leader of the council justifying his position in press interviews on paying a bit extra for the best. And I'm not sure when the best didn't become good enough, but it was obviously fairly speedy to him.
Yeah,
not to the rest of us.
Point of order, this isn't really related to the pay policy, is it?
Well, it is to a degree, yes, thank you.
Talking about a DCF, an interim DCF, which isn't even in the reading of the papers.
Jen, would like to carry on, if you could make it to the point.
Seems to allow the administration and the chief executive to pay what they want to. And for us, I believe there are far too many issues outstanding for us to agree to this paper. I realise we have the amendments to come, and I do hope that some of those will be acceptable and be referred to HR. To increase the DCS salary by possibly more than the average salary of somebody employed in Somerset is frankly unacceptable in this time of austerity, which we're always reminded of on this council. And I take Justine's point that maybe we should be talking about raising the support and salaries for social workers to encourage them to stay in this county. When you hear of people, agency staff being brought in and being paid £35 or more an hour and staying 6 hours because they really don't want to work for Somerset, I think that is far from acceptable. So I think, to sum up, I think that we are unable to support this because of the reasons I've given and because of many other reasons which my members have put forward to you. It isn't a matter of political footballing. It certainly isn't a matter of political footballing when we talk about corporate parents, which have been referred to today. We are always very careful not to try to raise issues in front of the children, and I would suggest that corporate parents being the only vehicle that members generally have to raise issues of concern about children being looked after by this authority, that it would make sense for the children to come in. It is an incredibly tedious meeting. The children's interaction is very valuable, but they do have to sit through an awful lot of stuff. So maybe that could be looked at and made easier for them, and given members the opportunity to talk about some of the issues that we need to talk about. We were promised, after the very sad death of the child in January this year, that matters of such importance would be brought to corporate parents. We asked the Interim Director of Children's Services that anything, that the very least, anything that was reported to Ofsted was brought to corporate parents, which seemed quite a reasonable ask, quite honestly. And when we are being asked to be complicit in the cover-up...
Point of order. I mean, again, I go back to my earlier comments. This isn't to do with the pay policy. These are issues which the member may have concerns over, and there are other forums to actually do it. But shoehorning it into a pay policy, I think, stretches this.
Okay.
The cabinet member raised corporate parents, and I was responding to that.
I think anyway.
We will not be complicit. I will finish my point. We will not be complicit in cover-ups over issues in children's services.